Back once again in my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to discuss about collection topic. So last video in collection I have discussed about why we need collection. Correct? So that all the things already I have discussed. Okay. So today what I'm going to discuss, so it's collection only, but in this video, completely I will discuss so what all key interface in the collection framework. So what all key interface in collection framework. So each and every key interface will discuss one by one. Before discussing this key interface, we'll explain what is the difference between collection and collections. Okay, what difference between collection and collections. Then we'll discuss all the key interface in collection. So just let me share my this screen. Yeah. Okay. So what I have told, first we'll discuss what is the difference between collection and collections. Correct. See, 1 minute. The topic is what I'm going to cover now. So that collection versus collection. We can say like that. Okay. So that is our main topic. What we are going to start first. Collection versus collections framework. Guys, see, first we need to know what is collection, right? What is collections? Then we will understand what is a collections framework. So, guys, collections means in very simple word and simple explanation how we can understood. So, collection is a group of individual object. What I have told, collection is a group of individual object. How? See, just with a diagram we can understood. Okay. First, I will write here what is collection, right? So first, we'll explain with the diagram. Then I will write the extra the definition. No issue. First, I will write the definition only. Then you will understand easily, right? So what collection is a what group of what group of individual individual collection is a group of individual object. Very simple term, guys. Collection is a group of individual object. So how it is, guys? See, with diagram we understood here. We can understand with the diagram. See, guys, this is our what collection is a group of a individual object, and also we can say, guys, as a single entity. Collection is a group of individual object, right? What I have told. So collection is a what group of individual object as a single entity. As a single entity. So we can add here what object as a what single entity. It complete the definition. Okay. So collection is a group of individual object as a single entity. So guys, this is a single entity. This complete suppose this is a what employee object. What employee object? Let's assume this is a what employee object. But what I have mentioned, group of individual object. So how? So just like see, suppose this is a this is one object. This is individual. This is one individual. This is a 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 one individual, and this is a one individual. And suppose just the name is what? Object name is what? Suppose this is E1. This is E1. Right? Suppose this is what? E2. Suppose this one E3. So you can mention here E4. Then what? E5. So what is this? This is a group of individual. Means individual means what? Separate. E6. Right? Then suppose this is E7. Just like suppose this is En. En. So what I mentioned? Collection, guys, concentrate. Collection from a very, very simple. It's very, very simple if you understand properly. If you understand very properly, then you will become what? Very confident on the collection topics. So what I mentioned, collection is a group of individual object as a single entity. Single means what? After combining all these things, it makes as a single entity. That is employee object. But we have multiple employee, right? Suppose this I didn't mention, right? We suppose this is E8. Got it? So this all are the individual object of employee type. Right? So guys, what we can say here, if you want to represent what? If we want to represent this individual employee object as a single entity, such concept or such terminology in technically known as what? Collection. Once again, I'm repeating guys, concentrate and be focused what I'm going to explain. If you listen very carefully, so most of the interview question you can answer very simple way. Okay, and very what? In confident way. So what I mentioned, what is collection? So collection is a group of individual object as a single entity. This first thing you should know. Then, if you want to represent what? If you want to represent this individual employee object, I mentioned E1 to En, right? E1, E2, E3. So they all are what? Individual employee object as a single entity. We are binding all the employee object in a single entity. Such concept or such terminology in technical terms known as what? Collection. Or guys, in other terms, what we can say, if you want to represent group of individual object as single entity, then we should go for what? Collection concept. Main thing is that when we need to go for the collection, our thought process will be what? When we need to what? Go for the collection concept. So just keep in mind, if you want to represent group of individual object as a single entity, then we should what? Choose the concept as a collection. Correct? So that's enough. Okay guys. Then what I have told? Collection versus collection framework, right? So now I am going to explain what is collections. Collections framework. Okay. Okay. See, now we'll come into the collection framework. Guys, concentrate. If you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then several interfaces and classes are required. Guys, concentrate. What I'm going to explain. If you want to represent what? If you want to represent group of individual object as a single entity, then several interfaces and classes are required to perform this operation. Correct? Right? So collection framework defines what? Several classes, several interfaces to represent what? Group of individual objects as a single entity. So so first I'm just write the definition for that. What is definition for this collection framework, right? Already I mentioned you what? Also writing here. If we what? If you want to represent, you want to what? Represent what? Group of what? Of individual individual object individual object as a what? As a single entity, right? Single entity. What? Single entity. Entity. Then what? Then several interfaces, right? Then several interfaces and what? Classes, right? Interfaces and classes are there, right? And what? Classes are what? Required. Correct? Required to perform what? Perform the what? Guys, to perform the operation, right? Then we need to go for what? Then we should what? Go for collection framework, guys. Yes or no? Very simple, right? Because collection framework defines what? Because collection framework, because already mentioned this thing, because collections framework what? Defines what? Several what? Interfaces classes. Yes or no? Due to this, we can what? Use what? Collections framework. Right? Okay. So I hope this thing is clear, guys, right? I hope this thing is clear to all of you, correct? Okay. So guys, this is the main difference. What? For collection and collections. That's the main concept, main differences. If anybody asks what difference between what? Collection and collection frameworks, so you can tell like that. It's complete what? Definition for that. So now we are going to move what I have discussed, what I mentioned in initial. So we'll discuss all the key interface of collection framework. So our topic is now what? Key interface. Key interface of what? Collection framework. Great, guys. This is our main agenda to discuss the thing, right? Yes or no? Yes. So guys, before explaining this key interface of collection framework, so let me explain first what. Suppose guys, interface are there and classes are there. Which one need to contact to get more information, guys? Tell me first. In our Java, right? Suppose interface are there and classes as well we have, right? So which one need to contact to get more information in generic word, in general? Is it interface or classes? Guys, is it interface or class? So guys, make sure interface will provide more information. Make sure interface will provide more information. And class is guys virtual things. Class is a dummy things which implement from interface. What? Which implements from interface only. Correct? If you want to learn, okay, if you want to learn the concept, first POC, point of contact. If you want to learn concept, first point of contact is what? Interface, guys. So first POC people is what? Interfaces. Class are just dummy things, guys. Keep in mind. Keep in mind what? If you want to learn concept, first we need to know about the interface. Right? Classes are guys dummy things. I will explain. Just forward. So guys, in collection framework, there are 9 key interfaces. But guys, in collection framework, there are 9 key interfaces. Okay, are there? What? 9 key interfaces are there. If we aware, guys, if you aware these all 9 key interface behavior, then nothing is there in collection framework. Guys, what I'm going to explain, be focused, be concentrated. If you listen properly, so 80 to 90% question you may solve once if you're going to give any interview or for knowledge seek as well. So very, very important things, guys. So what I have told you, so in collection framework there are 9 key interfaces are there, right? If you aware these 9 key interface behavior, I will explain one by one all the 9 key interfaces and their behavior. So knowing the all 9 key interface, it's makes sense, means you know the collection framework. Means after knowing this 9 key interface behavior, nothing in the collection framework. Got it? Might be you people, right? So make sure if you will should aware what all 9 interfaces in collection framework. Okay, so make sure you people should aware what all 9 various interfaces are there in collection, right? So we'll start one by one all the 9 key interfaces and what all the interfaces behaves in our collection frameworks. What is the behavior of all the 9 key interfaces, right? So start first interface, right? So that is collection only. What is that? Is collection only. I'm writing the name first. Collection. Okay. That is the first. That is the first. Collection only. Okay. First collection only. Okay. So guys, first I will explain what is collection. So already I mentioned this thing as well. So when we should go for collection interface, if you want to represent group of individual object as a single entity, then we should go for what? Collection. Already I mentioned this thing as well in top of the diagram. What? When we should go for collection, if you want to represent group of object as a single entity, then we should go for what? Collection. So no need to write this thing, guys. You know very well, right? So this collection interface define, guys. So this collection interface define most common method, guys. What? Most common method which are required for any collection. What? Which are required for any collection. Best example, guys. Suppose add an object, remove an object, whether object is there or not. Yes or no, guys? So what I have told you, So this collection interface define most common methods which are required for any collection. Best example: add an object, remove an object, whether object is there or not. So through collection we can find out very easily, right? Otherwise we can write here, guys. So for your knowledge sake, so you can remember if we'll write this thing. Okay. So what I have told you, if what, if you want, if you want represent, you want to represent what, group of what, group of individual object as a single entity, right? Single entity. Then we need, then we should go for what, we should go for collection, right? Yes or no? Then we should go for collection only, guys. Yes or no? So guys, one thing also keep in mind, right, what I mentioned you. So this collection, right, so this collection interface, what, this collection interface, what, this collection interface define, guys, most of the, right, define what, define most of the, most of common method, guys. Common what method which are, guys, which are what, required for any collection. Just like what, best example like that. What's the best example? Base example what, add an object, add an object. Suppose remove an object, remove an object. Suppose whether object is there or not. Suppose for check, for checking object, suppose for checking whether what, whether object is there or not. Good. So guys, in general, right, so collection interface is what, considered as root interface of collection framework. What we can write here, and we can, in general, guys, right, understood in that way. In general, what, collection, what, collection interface is considered as that, considered as what, root, what, root interface, right, root interface of collection framework, collection framework, guys. Okay, there is no concrete class, guys. Also one thing you keep in mind, what, there is no concrete class implementation, what, of what, there is no concrete class implementation class which guy implements what implements collection interface. From collection interface guide. This thing you should keep in mind. Good. Directly. I hope you understood clearly, right? I hope you understood clearly. This thing, guys, you need to keep in mind, right? Once if you discuss what about the collection, about the I hope, guys, you understood, right? One minute, guys. What I mentioned, where it's went. I mentioned all these things, right? So first I mentioned, right? Guys, 1 minute. I need to check why I have written all these things, right? Yes, so I missed out this what I have written. So once again I need to write. So for just give me 2 minutes. So for knowledge sake, just I'm going to write all these things here. So guys, what I mentioned first, that is a collection, right? So first key interface is what? Collection. So what I have told you about collection, right? So when we should go for collection interface, right? So if you want to write, if we want to what represent, if you want to represent what group of individual what, if you want to represent what group of individual, right? Individual object, object as a what single what entity, right? Single entity. Then what, guys? Then what we need to choose? Then what we should go what, we should go for what collection. This thing already I mentioned, by mistake might be it's erased. That's why again I am writing this thing. Correct? So guys, what I have told you. So when we choose the collection interface, so if you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we should go for what? Collection. And guys, one thing also keep in mind, right? So this collection interface define most common method, right? What? This collection interface what? So this thing I'm going to write here. So for your knowledge sake and for your understanding, right? What? So what? This collection what? Interface. This collection interface what? Define most common method, guys. What? Most common method. What? Most common method which what? Which are required, guys. Which are required for any collection. Required for what? Any collection. What? So guys, for best example, suppose best example what? Suppose just like add an object. Suppose add an object. Suppose remove an object. What? Suppose remove Move an object. Suppose whether what object is there or not. Suppose whether object is there or not, there or not. So this thing we can find with the help of collection guide. Correct? And one thing also I would like to highlight here, guys. So what in general, guys? What in general? In general, guys, what collection interface? In general, what collection what interface are what or also we can say what collection interface is considered, right? It's considered in general collection interface. In general, collection interface is considered at what as root interface, guys. As root interface. What root interface of collection framework. What root interface of what collection framework. That thing I would like to highlight here. In general, collection interface is considered as root interface of collection framework. Got it? Right. So, guys, and last thing, and this is also important, guys. What I'm going to explain is also very important for the knowledge sake. What? So there is no concrete class, guys. What? There is what? No concrete class. No concrete class which what implements what implements from what collection interface guys directly. Correct? There is no concrete class which implements what from collection interface directly, guys. This thing also you need to keep in mind. Correct? So with this, guy, what we understood what is first key interface in collection. What collection? Collection itself on a what key interface. When we need to go for collection, when we need to choose for the collections, if we want to represent group of individual object as a single entity, then we should go for what collection. Correct? When it went, guy, why it's this time also it's removed. So what we have written, this collection framework defines was most of common method, right? So this thing is not coming here. So what I mentioned here, right? So I will write this thing. So for knowledge sake, again it's what this collection what this collection interface defines what defines most common what method which are required what for any collection, right, guys? For any collection. Correct? Correct, guys? So this collection interface defines what most common method which are required for any collection. First, suppose whether objects are there or not. And what I have mentioned two things as well, right? Suppose add an object, add an object, add an object. Suppose remove an object, remove an object. So this is very important guy, right? So we need to keep in mind this is the first what key interface, that is collection. Okay guys, now we are going to move on second interface. What that is very well known interface guys. Most of the places we are going to use that collection, and most of the people you know all this on this interface guys. So what second is the second interface, second key interface, that is guys what list interface. What list interface guys, what list interface. Okay, most of the people know very well, right? So what is list, when we need to choose the list interface. So guys, same. So once if you want to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity, then we need to choose the what list interface. Okay, that is collection guys, right? So anything, if you want to represent a group of individual objects, only we are going to choose okay what that key interface. So second key interface is what list. So guys, so what is the actual thing in list, what actual requirement for the list. Okay, so now my point is what in the group of individual object. So what I'm going to explain, suppose if we have group of individual objects, in this group of individual objects, if we are going to allow duplicate, what if we are going to allow duplicate, and insertion order should be preserved. These two things guys, just keep in mind, it's very important. What list does. Okay, means what, when we have group of individual objects, so in that list of what group of objects, it allowing the duplicates. So list is allowed to duplicates. We can say at first point what, not first point, so it's allowing what duplicate, right? Allowing the duplicate. And guys, next thing is what, so insertion order should be preserved. What insertion order what should be what preserved, right? These two things are very important guys. What, so guys, it's allowing the duplicate, you got it very well, right? So it's allowed to duplicate the object. Secondly, what insertion order should be preserved, means what in which order we added, in same order object should be saved. Yes or no? Insertion order should be preserved means what, in which order we are going to add the object. Okay, in same order object should be saved. Got it? I hope it's clear, right? So two things keep in mind. Once you're going to choose the list, that means these two factors will come in a picture. What? It's allow duplicate, and in which order we inserted the object, in same order object should be saved internally. Correct? Then we need to choose what? List. If such type of requirements will be there, then blindly we can choose the list. Correct? So guys, how that, see, suppose this is a guy list. Suppose 1 minute. Suppose this is a guy list interface. Okay, this is our list interface. So list interface guy are a child interface of collection, yes or no? List interface are the child interface of collection. So you can make a diagram like that. Okay, so that is the guy collection, our collection interface. What I have told, list is the child interface of collection, correct? Got it? So list is the what? Child interface of collection interface. And guys, so for the list interface, what are the various implementation class are there, guys? For this list interface, what are all various implementation classes are there? So that's why, guys, see, not like that. First I will, 1 minute, this way, this one, this one. Okay, so I will explain what is the implementation class for this list interface, guys. So guys, you heard this thing. First implementation class of list interface is what? Array list. What is array list, correct? And guys, this array list and this array list, guys, I will explain later. So next is what implementation class for list interface? Linked list. What? Linked list. These all things, guys, you may aware. Okay. And third implementation class, guy, that is, guy, vector. What is vector, correct? And what? And guy, a stack is there. Okay, so this is the what? Implementation class provided by the what? List interface. So these all are the guy what? Implementation class. So all these are guy what? Implementation class, right? All are the what? These all are what? Implementation class, right? Implementation classes, right? Got it? So guys, what is list? If you want to represent what? Group of individual object, and in that, if you are going to allow duplicate and your insertion order should be preserved, that times you can blindly use what? List interface. And all these array list, linked list, vector, stack are the what? Implementation class of what? List interface. Okay? So guys, vector and stack. What, guys? This vector, what, guys? This vector stack are called what? Legacy classes. What, guys? It's called, guys, legacy classes. It's called what? Legacy classes. It's called what? Legacy classes. Okay. Those classes, guy, are coming from old generation. Why we call the legacy classes, guy? That we should know, right? So those classes are coming from old generation. Those classes by default known as what? Legacy classes. Got it? So if anybody asks why we are calling what? legacy classes. That means those classes are coming from old generation. Those classes by default known as what? Legacy classes. Correct? So guys, this is the second interface, key interface, that is what? List interface. Now we are going to jump into third interface, that is guys what? Set interface. What? Set interface. Okay. So guys, same way. So once if you will have what? Group of individual object, right? That time in list, what the features have list. So in list duplicate, they are going to allow insertion order preserved, but you know sometimes what happen if I don't want duplicate, okay? In list duplicate was allowing and insertion order was what? Preserved, correct? But in the set interface, guys, suppose if you have group of object, right? Group of needle object, and if you want what? If you don't want duplicate, if you want unique object, and what? If you don't want insertion order preserved, if you don't want insertion order should be preserved, then what? We should go for what? Set interface. Yes or no? Then we should go for set interface. So we can write here in simple way two things we need to know very well, right? So first what? If you don't want the duplicate, so duplicate is not allowing. What? Duplicate is not allowed by the what? Set interface, right? Yes or no? Duplicate is not allowed by the set interface. And second thing what? Second thing guys, what? Insertion or is not preserved. Insertion what? Insertion order what? Not preserved. Yes or no guys? Insertion or is not preserved. Then what? Then we need, right? Then what? Then we should go what? Go for what? Go for set interface implementation. That is the important thing, that so duplicate is not allowed by the set interface, insertion or is not preserved, then we should go for what? Set interface implementation. Yes or no? So what all are the hierarchy of set interface? So set interface is also what? Child interface of collection. Set interface is also a child interface of collection. So in that way we can write here what? This is what? This is our collection. 1 minute. So that is our what? Collection. What happened? That is what? Collection interface. Collection interface. So what I mentioned, so set is the what? Child interface of collection. That's why we can make as diagram as like that. That is guys set, our set interface, our set interface, correct? Is our set interface. Correct guys? So guys, so what all are various implementation class by set interface? Yes or no? Guys, tell me yes or no? So first is what? You aware the name of this information class? Guide has set, yes or no? That is has set. Has set. And what? And link has set. Then guys, what? Link has set. Linked has set. Correct? Guys, don't worry, I will tell you also what all are the version, okay, in which version they have came, okay. So this is the guide, our set interface. So it's mainly it's not aligned or duplicate, and insertion order is not preserved. Then we should go for what? Set interface, and that is our the hierarchy of the what? Set interface. Correct? And guys, sometimes interview may ask this question, very important question. Difference between list and set. What? Difference between list and set. They may ask question what? Difference between what? Difference between what, guys? Difference between what? List and what? Set interface. So most commonly question asked by the interviewer. Do you know this is a generally beginners? Okay, with the beginners, so this question asked by the interviewer. Okay, difference between what? List and set. List and set. Just I am going to very small explanation here. Already I have mentioned this thing, but sequentially I am going to write here. Okay. Suppose this is your what? This is your what? List interface, and suppose this is your set interface. Set interface. So what is the first difference? First is what? It's allow duplicate, right? It's allow duplicate. Allow what, guys? Duplicate. Correct? And second, what? Insertion order period. What? Insertion order is what? Preserved. That thing keep in mind. And guys, sim reverse here. So what? It's not allowing duplicate, right? It's not allow duplicate. Correct? It's not allow duplicate. And second, guys, what? Second, what? Insertion order is not preserved. Insertion order what? Not preserved, right? This thing, guys, keep in mind for knowledge sake. If interview asks this question, difference between list and what? Set interface. Okay, guys. So that is our guy what? Third one, right? So that is our. So first one what? Collection. Second one list. Third is sit. So that was guy, that was third, right? Got it? Now fourth guy, fourth key interface is what? Fourth key interface guy, sorted sit guy. What? Sorted sit. That is the fourth. That is the fourth key interface. That name is what? Sorted. One minute. Fourth one guy. That is what? Sorted sit. Sorted sit interface. Correct? Yeah. So guys, what is sorted sit interface? So guys, sorted sit interface is child interface of what? Sit interface. What? Sorted sit interface is a child interface. What? I can mention here. What? So sorted sit interface is what? Child interface of what? Sit interface. Okay? Sit interface. First thing you should know, right? Then guys, so if you want to represent group of individual object where duplicate is not allowed, but object is sorted in some sorting order, guys. What I have told? If you want to represent group of individual objects where duplicate is not allowed, okay, duplicate is not allowed. Why? Because set is there, guys. Set. You can see here, set, right? So duplicate is not allowed, but object is sorted in some sorting order. Then we should go for what? Sorted set. Just keep in mind this thing. Once object is sorted in some sorting order, then we need to choose what? Sorted set interface. Okay. What a hierarchy for that? Just I am going to make a diagram here. It's very understandable. So guys, this is our what? Collection data root interface. Collection interface. Correct. Then guys will come what? Sort. Then it will come what? Set interface. That is the guy. Set interface. That is the set interface. Correct. After guys, sorted set come into picture. Yes or no? Then our sorted set come into picture. What I have told? So sorted set is the child interface of what? Set interface. Sorted set. Correct. Right? This is the our what? Sorted set interface. That is the key interface of fourth one. Right? This is the fourth one, right? And guys, I can mention here, guys. So when we need to choose what? Sorted set. So when already sorted in some sorting order, but I can write in that way so you can remember, right? So first what? If you want to represent group of individual objects where duplicate is not allowed, where duplicate is not allowed, duplicate is not allowed, but guys, but what? Object is stored object is stored in some sorting order, right? Sorting order. Then what we should write? Go for sorted interface. Correct? So guys, this thing you keep in mind. Correct? Now, next interface, important interface, guys. What is next important interface? That is key interface. So guys, that is the navigable set. What? That is the navigable set. So that is the guy fifth interface, right? That one is the fifth interface. The name is the what? Navigable set interface. Good. So what the benefit for that navigable set interface? So guys, this navigable set interface is what? Child interface of sorted set. Guys, so this navigable set interface is the what? Guys, this navigable set interface is the child interface of sorted set. So I can mention here, no need to write this thing separately. See, so this one, right? And what I mentioned, that is child interface of what? Sorted set. So you can mention here and you can add what? So that is the what? 1 minute. So that is the guy what? Navigable set. Navigable set interface. Correct, guys? So I can mention here what? So navigable set interface is the what? Child interface of what? Sorted set. Yes or no, guys? This thing you keep in mind. Correct? But so navigation interface defines multiple method for navigation purpose, guys. So all these things you keep in mind. So what is navigation purpose, right? But I'm writing first what? Navigable, right? Navigable set interface defines what? Defines what? Multiple method for what? For navigation purpose. For navigation purpose. So might be you confused what is navigation purpose, right? So guys, navigation purpose is what? Like if you want what? If you want to check the next element, previous element, previous what? Element. Yes or no? Once you're going to check what is the previous object, what is the next object, that time you are going to use what? That navigation what? Navigable set interface implementation. Got it? It seems you got it. Want to check the next element, previous element, like that. Correct? And guys, so tree set is the implementation of navigable set. What? Tree set is the implementation class of the navigable set, guys. So I can mention here for your knowledge sake. So guys, that is what? So that is the guy tree set. What? That is the guy tree set. So tree set. What is the implementation class, guys? This is the implementation class. Implementation class, guys. Okay, this is the implementation class. Okay. So guys, this is the fifth interface. That is what? Navigable set. Now guys, we'll jump into what? Sixth interface. Sixth interface, guys. That name is what? That name is what, guys? Q interface. What? Q interface. Okay. So guys, that is the what? Sixth key interface. What? Q interface. So guys, if you want to represent, just listen carefully, guys. This is also important word. So if you want to represent a group of individual object where all object I want to represent prior to process. What? Prior to process. So before processing, if you want to represent group of individual object, then we should go for what? Q concept. Once again, I'm repeating, guys. Just concentrate. If you want to represent a group of individual object where all object I want to represent prior to process. I will tell you what is prior to process. So before processing, okay, if you want to represent group of individual objects, then we should go for Q concept. Got it? So Q is the child interface of collection. You know this thing, right? So with diagram, I will so just keep in mind this thing. So this is what? What? Prior to process, right? Prior to process. Then need to choose what? Then need to choose what? Q interface. Okay. What? If you want to represent, I can mention here. If you want to represent what? If you want to represent prior to process, yes or no? If you want to represent prior to processes, then what we need to choose what? Q interface. Correct? So with diagram, we'll come to know how it is, right? So guys, already I mentioned you that is the what? Root interface, right? What root interface? Collection. Correct? That is the collection. So I can mention first that is our what? Collection interface is there. That is collection interface. So Q is our what? Child interface. So I can mention here. Correct? And what? Not like that. So I can use what? So that is guys our Q is there, right? This is Q. Interface, right? So guys, Q interface. So their implementation class, guys. So Q is the child interface of collection. Yes or no? That is the child interface of collection. Correct. And this Q, guys, have divided into two parts, guys. So what two parts, guys? So see, 1 minute. So one is the guy priority queue and other one is the guy blocking queue. First one is the priority queue and that is, and second is the what? Blocking queue. Priority queue and this is the guy blocking queue. Blocking queue. Correct? And blocking queue is divided into multiple parts, two parts, not multiple parts, two parts. So what? All those I am going to write here. So first is guy linked blocking queue. What? Linked blocking. And second is guy, second name is what? Priority blocking queue. What? Priority blocking. So this is the implementation class. Okay. So guys, so the I mentioned right prior to process. So guys, what is the meaning of prior to process? So in which order we inserted in same order only tick out, right? That is the guy prior to process. Suppose if you want to represent a group of individual object prior to processing, then means what? We should choose for what? Queue interface. Means what? In which order we inserted in same order we are going to take out the object. Correct? That is the what? Prior to process. Got it? And also we know that it is child interface of collection. Just like I'm giving one example. Suppose sending a mail, guy. Suppose we are going to sending a mail. All mail ID we have to store somewhere. Yes or no? Before sending a mail, all mail ID we have to store somewhere. And in which order what we saved, in same order mail should be triggered or delivered as concept of FIFO, first in first out. For this requirement, queue concept are the best practice. Got it, guys? What I mean to tell? So if I'm giving one example, just listen one second. Before sending a mail, guys, all the mail ID we have to store somewhere, and in which order we are saved, in same order mail should be delivered. That is FIFO, guide. First in first order. So for this requirement, what queue concept are the best practice. Correct? So guys, all the above what I have discussed as of now, all the above as of now, what? These all are what, guys? Collection, list, set, sorted set, navigable set. Means what? For representing a group of individual object. Group of representing individual object. Correct? Now that is the first part. That is the first part of the collection framework. Now second part started, guys, from the map. From the map. So that is the guy map. That is the second part of this collection. What? Map interface. Map interface, guy. So first we should know, right, what is the map interface when we are going to choose this map interface. So guys, if you want to represent a group of object as a key value pair, get concentrated. So if you want to represent a group of object as key value pair, then we should go for what? Map interface. This thing I need to write, guys, for your understanding purpose. Good? For your understanding purpose. So what I mentioned, what if we want what to represent we want to represent a what group of group of objects group of objects as what what key value pair, right? As a key value pair, that is the main thing, key and value pair. Then we should write, we should go for what, for what, map interface. Correct? I hope you understood clearly, right? Yes or no? So guys, map is not child interface of collection. This thing keep in mind, guys, very important. What? Map is not child, I can mention here also for your remote purpose, for your knowledge sake. What? So map interface is not what, child, what is not what, child interface of what, collection. Okay. This thing, guys, keep in mind. Okay, so what, map interface is what, not child interface of collection interface. Correct? I hope you understood. So with the some diagram, I will explain how we are going to store key and value. Okay, suppose guys, see, not this one, this thing we need to take. See again, I've taken. So guys, suppose I am just listing 1 minute. Just I am distinguish with see guys. So what I mentioned here, 1 minute, guys. Sometimes it's yeah. See guys, so that is the guy. Suppose that is the key. So we can write here. Suppose this is the key part. This is the what, key part, and this is the value part. Okay. So this is the key, and what, and this is the guy. What? This is the value. Okay. This is the key. This is the value. Correct? So if you are going to store what I have told, if you want to represent a group of objects as a key value pair, then we should go for map. So that's why I'm giving this example, guys. Okay, so you can understood how we're going to give a key and value pair. Correct? This is a one pair. This is a one pair. What I'm going to mention here, what I'm going to mention, suppose this is 100 is a key, and corresponding guide, and corresponding what, some value will be there. Okay, so corresponding, suppose value is what, value is suppose what, Mohit. Okay, yes or no? Suppose in this key is 101, and what, name is Anu. Suppose this is third 102, the key is 102, and what value is what Vivek, and last suppose this is what 103, and suppose value is what Varsa. So guys, see, so from this diagram you can understood it. So what is the key and what is the corresponding value is there. So key for 100 value is Mohit, for 101 Anu, 102 Vivek, 103 Varsa. Okay. So guys, both the key and value are objects only. What? Both the key and value are objects. Okay. So duplicate key are not allowed, guys. Keep in mind what I mentioned. So I can mention here, guys, for your understanding purpose. What? So both key and value are objects. This thing, guys, keep in mind. Okay, this is understanding purpose. Okay, so both key and value are objects only. Correct? Second thing, so duplicate key are not allowed, guys. So key cannot be duplicate, right? Key cannot be duplicate. Correct? Key cannot be duplicate, but value can be duplicate. So key can be means it should be unique. It should be unique only. Unique. Correct? But what? But value, what? Value may be what? Correct? Guys, this thing keep in mind. Correct? Okay. So guys, after that, guys, after that what? With diagram we will conclude also how the map is implemented. So guys, so that is our map, guys. So map, this is our map interface. That is our map interface. Map interface. Okay, done. So map interface. So the implements class, guys. So how is the implement? So what are the implemented classes for the map interface? Okay. So I'm going to explain now. So give me 1 second, guys. This one, then this one, then this one. Okay, first I will write these things, then I will tell you. What happened? Why it's what happened, guys? 1 minute. So no need this one. View on. Okay. So we'll choose this thing first, right? So what are the implements class, right? So first, guy, there is a hash map, right? Hash map. So hash map is a implements class of map interface. Correct? So again, this one is what? Linked hash map. What? that is the what here linked hash map. And guys, that is the weak hash map. Then guys, this is the identity hash map. What? Identity hash map. Then guys, one more, that is guys hash table. I hope you aware this thing. So that is guys hash. Guys, keep in mind, so this hash T is not capital, this is small. If you are going to use T capital, then it will throw the error. Okay, so this is the hash table guys. So property is the child class of what? Hash table. Property is the property. Okay, and top as well dictionary. So this one is the dictionary. Dictionary is the get abstract class. That is the abstract class. And guys, this is our properties. This is our what? Interesting class. So these all guys, these three, all these three, these all three are the legacy classes. What? All three are legacy classes. What? All are guys legacy classes. So just for knowledge sake, these all are legacy classes. Also, you know very well that what is legacy classes. So the class which came from old generation guys. What? That is called the legacy classes. Correct? So guys, this is the what? Our map interface and their implementation class. Correct? Then that was the guy 7. So there's map interface was the our 7 interface. That was the 7 key interface. That was the 7 key interface. Okay. Now what is the 8 key interface? Okay. So what is our 8 key interface? Sorted map. What is sorted map? Sorted map interface. Okay. So what is this? So guys, if you want to represent group of objects as a key value pair, okay, according to some sorting order. What I mentioned, if you want to represent group of object as a key value pair according to some sorting order of keys. What? Of sorting order of keys. Then we should go for what? Sorted map. For knowledge sake, I will write this thing as well here. Suppose if you want to represent what? If you want to what? Represent as what? Key value pair at key value pair according to what? What? According to some sorting order guys. According to some sorting order, right? Of keys. Sorting order of key. Then what? we should go for what? We should go for what? Sorted map interface. Sorted map interface. Correct? So how diagrammatically? So firstly what? That is 1 minute. So it will not choose, yeah. So that is what? Map. Come here. So we'll first map interface, right? Then what? Sorted map is the what? Child interface of map. So simply we can drag from the what? Sorted map, and we are going to choose this one. Not big one. So yeah. So that is our what? Sorted map. Correct? So that sorted map is the correct. So guys, that is a sorted map. Sorted map is the what? Child interface of map interface. Correct? Guys, last, what is ninth key interface? Ninth key interface, guys, navigable map. What is map? Navigable interface. That is, guys, fifth one, navigable map interface. So guys, this is the what? Child interface of what? Sorted map. This is the child interface of sorted map. So navigation map means what? Defines several utility method to sorted object. Navigable means what? To defines, we can write here to for knowledge sake. To write here for knowledge sake, what? Navigable map defines what? Defines several, guys, several what? Utility methods for what? For sorted map object. For sorted map objects, guys, objects. And how their representation is that? So first we will have what? On a map, that is a map. So first we integrate what? Map interface. That is map interface. Correct? Then guys, we need to add sorted map. So for that purpose, sorted map. So first what? Sorted map. Sorted map. Then navigable map. Yes or no? Then what? Navigable map. This is the guy, navigable map. Navigable map. So this is one, this one. So tree map, guy. Tree map is the implementation of what? Navigable map interface. Last, also you should know this thing, right? So tree map is the right. So tree map is the guy what? Implementation class of what? Navigable map. That is guy, navigable map, and our tree map is there, right? So that tree map is the what? Implementation class. That is the what? Implementation class. That is guys implementation class of what? Navigable map. So guys, this is complete entire our what? 9 key interface. This is completely all about our 9 key interface, which is in our what? Collection framework. So one by one we'll what? We'll discuss in coming video. Each and every implementation class corresponding interface we'll discuss in coming video guys. So guys, that's it in this video. So if you like this video, please subscribe and click the like button and share among your friends. Right? Thank you guys. Bye bye. We'll meet in next video.